Religion is crumbling in Africa, and this is something we can all see with our very eyes. By this time last year, so many youths cannot even talk about the church, not to talk more of addressing the likes of Adeboye or Oyedebo, or even telling them they are liars, or stuff like that. Now we can all see all these things happen. Last year, it was not like this, but this year, you see lots and lots of persons, owning up to the fact that these people are lying, and they are saying it with their full chest. This is a necessary change that is happening, because for a long time we've all been like, oh, we want a better country, we want a great society. But then these things, these whole religious nonsense or jargons has been what is setting us back, because we've been able to hide our whole bad character, our bad life in it. So this is what has been holding us back. Now we are in the era of where we are saying, okay, we want change. Now we genuinely want that change, but we do not know how to go about it. Now this is the universe placing us on the right path. So many Christians are scared that, oh, maybe people are losing God. I've said this before and I'll say it again. You do not know God. The whole God Almighty stuff is unknown to you, is unknown to me. So religion is just an organized way in order to know God. It has nothing to do with the Almighty. The Almighty, the Creator, whatever, is too big per se to fit into this jargon called religion. Religion is just a topic. It is not even the whole subject, not to talk more of the cause itself. And you really need to understand that this change is happening fast. And if you do not, open your mind, open your eyes to, jump on this train, you'll be left behind. A time is going to come, you're going to sit back and you're asking yourself, oh, like you do ask your parents when other people were, where were you, stuff like that. That is what you'll be asking. In the times of our parents, there are certain decisions they were to take that they were so scared. They felt, staying where they are was the right thing. But when life went ahead of them, they were like, they messed up. But then it was too late to even look back. Your belief system affects your general well-being. You might say, what does it has to do with, my life? Yeah, it has everything to do with your life, how you treat people, the things you say, how you plan for the future. Your belief system is what guides you. It's everything. How you see your own self. That's your belief system. And when this belief system is flawed, you are lost, because you are conflicted between, doing what is right and doing what is good, or maybe what you think is good. By so doing, you can be harming and endangering the lives of people around you, thinking you are doing the right thing. You're doing something for, the better good, right? That's what you might be thinking. But in reality, you're even creating more.
I mean, if white people who gave us this religion, or rather yet introduced us to this reason for their own political agenda that they wanted to achieve in Africa, if they gave it to us so willingly, so freely, out of the goodness of their non-existing heart, they gave it to us, right, to advance Black people. Why are you living in the conditions that you're living in? It's like the more you pray to this almighty being who seems to be all-knowing, it's like the more you are suffering, the more you languish even further perpetuated darkness. You don't know how to get yourself in this pitness of darkness that seems to be doomed. It's like the more you pray, the more you even have this anxiety, depression upon your life. Like he said, you seem to hide or become even comfortable to hide your backwardness of life inside this religion, like white people, to justify their actions, to make themselves feel better about the crimes that they did. They will say, God will forgive you. It is God's burden. I never have to deal with it. God will deal with it. You don't get to deal with it. You don't want to hold yourself accountable for the things that you do. White people, that's the things that they do. They did not want to feel guilty for the stuff that they are doing. So they created this non-existing being and gave it to us. Do you think people like that, who introduced our ancestors and took everything away from us, could give us something that could potentially advance us or make us better people? make us richer, make us happier, healthier, progressing in life? Why is it you're the God, you're this being, works only specifically for certain people? They get to be praised when they get pregnant or when they are promoted. When is your turn? When is your turn? Is this your God very selective that does not see you? I'm a non-praying being, but I'm advancing in my life. Or is it because your God prefers me, somebody who doesn't pray? I prefer myself, and I would rather pray to myself because I can see myself. I would rather enhance myself and be like, I want to become better. I would love to be better. I would love more money in my life. I would like to enhance my life. I would like to feel good about my life. I'd like to be protected in all my ways. No evil shall reach me. I would like to be fearless and strong, and even in evilness, let me know how to navigate it. I want to stand firm and grounded. I want to be connected to my ancestors. I want to be protected and feel the protection of my people. I want to affirm life into my life by my own mouth. I don't want to hide my bad character or my personality through a non existing God. I do not want to blame the suffering or the things that I intentionally do because you have a dark heart, you have a dark spirit. So you'd rather use Satan to cover up your mistakes, just like God did. He would do the very same acts and the acts of crime and then hide them behind Satan. He's all powerful, all knowing, but he cannot destroy Satan. He cannot destroy that one thing because why? He needs Satan to feel good about himself. Just like you need Satan to feel good about yourself. Everything you do, you want to blame Satan. Satan did this. No, it is you. It is you. You cannot hold yourself accountable. So you'd rather blame somebody else for your own flaws. You do not want to take responsibility for your own life. And until that happens, there's no progress for any of us. We are not going to progress as Africa, even though we are acknowledging that there is a collapse and there's a shift of energy. People are no longer thinking like imperialists intended us to think. People are no longer wanting for white people to come in and save us. It's only those stupid ones, unfortunately, those ones who seek to be validated by white people, those ones who will be unalived by their own ignorance, that seek the continuation of white people. As for people like me, we want progress, we want to advance, we want to look into the world and see life. We don't want this thing of Jesus. I don't want to see any poster of a white God in any establishment. I do not want to pray to such nonsense. I want people to advance themselves. I want you to put yourself in the mirror everywhere, paintings of yourself everywhere, and acknowledge that there's no duplicate, there's only one you.